One of SK's most famous losses on land when they were on map points. Came on this map due to over-aggression. It was a catalyst, perhaps, of why Boltz fits back into this roster. We'll see if those improvements can push them over the edge. So far, it pushes them decently into the pistol round. Aggression required on the T side, and Fallen and Boltz finding frags that go unanswered. Cold goes the other direction, opposite and against the currents to catch off rotations. It works well, except for Rez, who manages to get back in behind, but only direction. Boltz down immediately. I was going to say, lead to the charge toward B on like a little bit of range. Good boost. Rez already up, Flames down again. They go for the deep Molotov, but they don't cover more than just one this time. It may not matter when they walk in. It may not matter because they don't walk in at all. They get shut down as Get Right and Rez find the kills. Just Coldzera remaining. Make it expensive. As you talked about, they'll still be able to buy in the next round. So any kill Cold gets is beneficial, but at this point, stay alive as well. Boltz down on one side, Rez on the other. Ops both still alive and well. Cold does not. Get Right finds it on the M4. Another shutdown play for Get Right as he gets aggressive inside of an end. Not to be caught out, though. They send draken to go op versus op, and it seems like he's finally winning duels again, or at least the first one on this map. It wasn't quite as good on Cash as it was on Overpass between the two ops. At least not from an NIP perspective, as Fur goes back to try and recover the bomb.
Yeah, he's got a task ahead of him. Smoke will be deployed in front of it, so he should be absolutely fine here. NIP don't really have to contest this. They've got the man advantage, but still, this is dangerous. Draken with a slight gap in that smoke will give up his position and suggest he's still there. And they're going to book it back towards the A bomb site. They might have a slight advantage, you know. There's only one player waiting in the pit. That's going to be Get Right. He'll drop an incendiary, which buys some time. Attackers having none of it. Pushes through the flames and trying to isolate him, but Forest comes out on top there. M4A1 in hand, gets both frags. And makes it look.
Take the site, and Rez and Get Right to defend both toward New Box. No boost this time for Rez. He'll stay oranges too as he gets a little bit closer. In fact, swings out early. Get Right down. They know where Rez is. Good trade. He found his second kill surprisingly onto Boltz before swinging to try and find Cold and Taco. He makes contact but realizes his teammates need the weapon, and he's got 17 HP. Fur's able to add to the arsenal, is picking up a third AK-47 to wait for the rotations will be beneficial, but the smokes are gone. There is no further utility, and Draken can post and hold the angle as they get closer. Tries to bait out a shot with a decoy. No one peeks off of it. Clever tactic, but it doesn't work. And Fur's got to line up. Taco's got to lurk, ladies. And Rez is trying to line it up. He wants to make sure it's perfect. The Deagle's not always the most accurate gun in the game, and he's got trigger discipline to find one. Second one's harder, but they'll double peek, and he does find it in the end. He'll go down to Fallen, but Get Right is there to trade. Perfect start to the round for NIP. And look at the weapons they've got to work with now. Get Right has the AK. Draken still anchors toward A as well with the op. That's going to slow their approach, and therefore they can start to lurk up in behind. This is big.
It absolutely is. His Forest coming behind them. 2 guaranteed kills and nails the first shot. Draken to finish it. I'm loving the aggression from the CTs towards Banana. As soon as they lose that part of the map, they're fighting back, and so's Draken. 2 orb shots with the AWP, can't find the third. But he gives NIP quite the advantage to Get Right coming with the rotation. Coldzera aware of it, looking towards those T steps, and it's Fur to open up the A bomb site even further. 2 on 2 now as he commits with the flashbang here. Rez to defend. He's been hot so far. Can he maybe find this round for NIP? It looks likely as he takes down Fur.
Great recovery from Rez in terms of position. He was a little bit aggressive, hoping that they would win out the exchanges. When they lost Forest, he had to run to get behind a box, and it catches them off, but it's down to the one-on-one. And Get Right was not detected by Cold on the flank the first time around, so Cold's not going to know, but he has great position, and Get Right has to make a noise dropping. That reveals that he's on the right side. As Cold to cover the angle. It's a common position, which gives Get Right a bit of a chance to pre-fire the peak. But it's still hard to get the lineup right toward the headshot, and Cold pre-fires. They typically make it into the top 4, but through Xizt finds the kill. G2's won an event more recently than Astralis even, despite us talking more critically of them.
Good work by Forest.
Yeah, excellent peek out to find Cold trying to get up on top and boost it over top of the hay bales. It gives the advantage firmly now to NIP after starting off with the Draken pick, and there's really not been any footing for SK in this round. Finally, Boltz will swing out to get Draken. But it's still a very timid approach because they have to worry about the pit and Forest inside of it. As they do that, they're distracted, they're preoccupied, and Xizt will walk out. 2 quick kills on a UMP, not bad. But yet, we say that, and there's still at the 6 rounds T side to start it off. Again, Draken's the one to lead off in the round. He did so last time finding the opening pick. This time he does even one better than that.
2 players go down. They drop the incendiary and the HE grenades just to allow him to retreat there. Job done for him. Changing his position up, and it's Xizt boost on the quad. He'll get 1. Forest backing him up. The teamwork is looking very, very good for NIP right now. Funneling them there towards the middle, and the boost was just perfect there. It's Fur left in a 5 versus 1. This round's over. He won't be causing any damage here, and it's a chance for NIP to really start swelling their bank accounts and be secure for the rest of the half.
Absolutely. So break down SK again. They've gotten the 6 rounds, 3 of them. Obviously due to pistol. That boy, get right.
Faster approach from SK here, like we said, very slow, methodical approach towards Banana so far. It's draken has been great so far, opens up the initial pick once again. Rez chimes in with 2 kills from the AK-47. The B rush completely locked down, and it will be the 5-on-2 as Fer tries to recover from the boiler room. He'll get nothing done here. What a defense that was. The first time draken's really shown any sort of presence towards B. He gets the opening shot. They try and rush and take him down, but the AK-47 of Rez is too strong. The young blood of NIP performing very well in this round.
Good shot from Forrest at the graveyard. Furgon just taco left, and NIP sweeping the backside of it instead, who will start from Ruins. He's got a clear line of sight toward Nubox, but peeking at Flames. So close to his position. Good shot, Boltz to take Xizt. It's been a while since we've said his name. It's been a while since they've gotten many kills at all. Draken finds his way back in. Finds Taco as well. He knows where Fallen is. Fallen just found a kill previously, and he's trying to throw the gun to beat him. He shot it! Draken's got it, but the time is gone. It will still.
Middle of the bombs there as well. First frag should be coming in NIP's favor. Boltz goes down. They're fully committing. Like raging boards, they go around towards quad. Rez, Draken chime in, and it will be a 5-on-2 situation. Fallen and Fer to try and at least attempt the retake.
Fast plan for Draken. Rightfully so, having swiftly taken over the side on the NIP side. Fallen and Fer. And Get Right's going to be trying to charge forward and get aggressive. His timing slightly off, though. They snuck through the arch as he wrapped around. Now, that might favor him late if he can get onto the heels of Fer, and he will fast enough.
Hello.
He's going to get another one. He's looking for a second. He's not sure. Hesitant.
Oh, no.
And the crowd's giving it away. He's realized he's turned around, and that's going to cost Get Right, which may cost them more because they've lost kills in the meantime. A free one gone, and it's down to a 1 versus 2. And he's going to try and hold this, but immediately they go back to knives and Xizt open. As soon as Draken wants to peek, they're transferring though. Interestingly, late transfer toward Emo with both players because they didn't see anyone in CT, and I think they wanted the angle for Banana. They expected no one to be there in the end, but now they are, and it's not even out. It's down. There's nothing Boltz can do to get away from inside of Ruins. Draken for the ball, but Boltz has stepped up. He finds Draken. As he tries to transfer back, he will get traded by Get Right, but they need an immediate response toward the arch side to open up the site. In fact, they're going to go more passive on the CT side and give that to them with the rotation, therefore Fallen. On Speedway, just watching the cross. Doesn't need to put himself in a position of vulnerability. He just wants information and rely on his reactions.
Yeah, he should be able to nail the shot, no problem at all. There it is. Xizt goes down. Get Right now trying to cause damage to the financial situation of SK. Unlikely he can win this, but he has got the bomb. Bit of wallbang damage coming through there. Can he find the kill? He can't. Coldzera takes him down. So the barrels are going to back him up as he goes in. Full commitment towards the B side, though. It's raining fire, and Fer to defend can't do anything about it. Xizt takes him down. That's going to be a safe call right now. Can't even attempt this retake. It's over.
That's a great execution. What a timeout call from NIP. They respond with full execution once they get Banana control, and they'll do it entirely for free as well. 3 players to save on SK's side. That'll give them a bye in the next round. They importantly keep the AWP. But it's the 3 Molotovs, which SK themselves used to throw. The counter to that was place someone in Emo.
Final point. The fire comes through, and can they make it happen?
The difference is the boost at Nubox. And Fallen, he's the difference. In fact, he goes forward of it. If you're going to flame off the site, he'll get in your face. Get Right finally gets him down, but the boost for Fer, it never extinguished. Or at least lit up below him, I should say, because he catches it off. That's a good counter for SK, and it's a back-to-back similar strategy. They were ready for it.
They're absolutely ready for it. We described that boost previously in the first half. It means you're safe against the fire and the flashbangs, and the teams won't necessarily be pre-firing that position. It's now a 4-on-2. Draken and Forrest are trying to convert this to a victory once again, try and do as much damage as you possibly can. The bomb is there. Taco watching the flanks, and we'll see if they can get the opening pick here as Draken commits towards the coffins, finds not the first, it's Fer to take his teammate down, and that should be the round concluded now. He gets another. He makes it with 4 AKs and UMP, but they know if they win this, it's over.
Good shot, Cold, but Draken's able to trade it. No one else at the arch able to re-peek. Bad timing to switch to the AWP because Boltz was posted in front of the library. Re-peeks immediately. Get Right. At least gets 1 for 1. He found Boltz before going down. If he had gone down for free, it would have been much worse. They are still down, in fact. They're just 1 remaining as Forrest gets a kill, but Fer finds him immediately after. From CT. 8 shots fired out. Draken's going to try and pull them toward Forrest. It might work, but they check. Taco doesn't realize it. Shows immediately. Forrest goes 1 for 1. That'll do for now.
Oh, the
because
Get Right.
Oh my God, Get Right. How old school is that? Down Banana. They had no idea why. Why would he be in CT spawn? And it's goddamn Get Right. That's why. Boltz gets found. Draken gets map point. They've got safety behind them, but watch for the boost. Boltz going up late and 3 players crawling over Coffin. They've got their backs turned. They'll turn around all at once.
That was the chance. A
loud scream turns the attention. Fallen tries to sneak in.
It was the finals last year on this very stage that NIP took down SK. It's the semifinals this year, and the champions will return. But will it be Cloud9 or FaZe? It's just Taco to find. He's revealed his position, and everyone's heads will reel his direction. As soon as he pulls in, Rez will confirm it appropriately as